the break and continue statement in C. This statement is normally be used in uh, this switch case statement as well as in for loops. In if conditions, we are normally using this break and continue statement. So now let us see what is this break statement. And followed that, we are going to see one example related to the break statement. The break statement ends the loop immediately when it is encountered. Encountered in the sense, if it reaches the condition, immediately it will be get out of the loop. So the syntax for this break statement is break and you have to put the semicolon. That is very important. Break and you have to put the semicolon. The break statement is always be used in the if-else statement inside the loop. Inside the loop, in the sense, it may be a for loop or it may be a while loop, whatever it may be, you have to use this if-else condition inside the loop. Now let us see the flowchart for this break statement. So it will be starting from first statement. So it will be starting from the beginning statement, and if it reaches the condition here, if it reaches the condition, if it is true, it will be come out of the loop. Otherwise, it will be again it will continue the statement. So that is the concept behind this flowchart. Now let us see very simple program related to how the break statement will be work on the program. So in this program, what we are going to do is, so we have to calculate the sum of numbers. For example, if you want to give some numbers from 1 to 10 numbers, what we are going to do in this program is, if the user is entering the negative number, immediately the loop will be terminated. Otherwise, the loop will be continued. Okay. So, if you the concept behind it is, when you enter the positive numbers, it will add the number one by one. When you enter the negative number, immediately it will be get out of the loop. So for this, how this break statement will be worked on. So let us see one by one. First, let you include the stdio.h, and you know what is the purpose of including this stdio.h. std, which refers the standard input output header file, and the next one which refers the main function will be started from here, and you are giving the variables related to the program. Here I am using the variable I as one variable, the number, and you are assigning sum equal to 0.0. So don't use 0.0 because we have declared it in the data type, integer data type. So you have to use sum is equal to 0. So you want to get 10 numbers. So the for loop will be beginning here. I is equal to 1. This is the initial value. The next one is the conditional statement. The next one is the update statement. So for the first time it gets the value for I. For the first time it will print the value of I. For the next scanf you are getting the number. For example, if you get the number as some values like 7. Okay. The next one is if you get the value as 8. The first one is 7. The next one is, for example, if you enter the value of 2, the next one, if you enter the value of 3, and next one 4. So these are the input we are giving. One is 7, the next one is 2, the next one is 3, the next one is 4. So these are all the positive numbers. So when you enter minus 4, for example, if you enter minus 4, so what happens? Immediately it will come out of the loop. Okay, immediately it will come out of the loop. So once again I am saying, so first you have to enter some positive number like 2, next you are entering 4, Next you are entering the value as 5. Next you are entering minus 1. So when you enter minus 1, it will check. The number is less than 0, it will break. If the number is less than 0, first you are entering 2, the 2 is not less than 0. So again you are entering 4. 4 is not less than 0. Okay. So when the condition becomes true, when this condition becomes true, immediately it will break and get out of the loop. So for the first time, sum is equal to sum plus number, 0 plus 2, you get the value of 2, and 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 5, you get 11, and finally you get the answer as 11. So this is the output. So first we are entering the value of 5, 2. If the number is less than 0, it will be break. Here the condition will be in a condition வந்து ட்ரூ இல்லை. ஸோ அதனால் என்ன செய்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஆட் பண்ணுறோம். 2 + 5 7, 7 + 4 11. So when you enter minus 3, immediately it will be get out of the loop and sum is equal to 11. Sum is equal to 11. So this is the concept behind the break statement. Now let us see what will be the continue statement. So the continue statement skips the current iteration of the loop and continues with the next iteration. What is the meaning behind it? It is nothing but it accepts the input, whether if you are entering the minus value, whatever it may be, it accepts the input. Let us see the concept briefly in the program. So the syntax for the continue is continue semicolon. The continue statement is always be used in the if-else statement. நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி பார்த்தது மாதிரியே பிரேக் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டும் எங்கே தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம்? if-else ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டில் தான். the continue statementum we are using inside the if-else statement. Now let us the same example. Let us take the same example. So you have to sum up all the positive numbers and if you are entering the negative numbers, what happens in this program in the continue? So first you are declaring all the variables here and the for loop will be started from here, and the next printf statement you are getting the number from the user. For example, if you are getting the value of 5, the next one is if you are entering 6, and next one if you are entering 7, the next one if you are entering 4 minus 4. So what happens? The number is less than 0. If the number is less than 0, it accepts the input. Okay. And finally, so again if I am entering minus 5, it accepts the input. So finally it rejects minus 4 as well as minus 5. The minus 4ஐயும் minus 5ஐயும் தவிர்த்து மற்ற இருக்கக்கூடிய பாசிட்டிவ் நம்பர்ஸ் மட்டும் ஆட் பண்ணும். So 5 plus 6, 11, 11 plus 7, you get the value of 18. So now let us see the output of this. So you are having several inputs. You are getting the 10 n values. 1, 2, 5, 4, minus 3, minus 45, 3, minus 4, minus 1000, 12. Okay, the sum is 27. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 4, 12. And minus 3 will be neglected, minus 45 will be neglected. So already we have the value of 12. 12 plus 15, 15 plus 12, 27. So this is the output you get when you use the continue statement. So this is the difference between this break as well as the continue. The break statement is used to exit from the loop construct. The continue statement is not used to exit from the loop constructor. Break statement, it will be immediately exit from the loop constructor. But the continue statement is not be used to exit from the loop constructor. So this is the concept behind the break and continue. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you.